kink in my neck bugging the hell out of me. Oh, okay. No, not that one. Where is it? I was tooling around Walmart last night in the Geo, and there's a little shortcut I take around back there in Concord. And this freight hauler, I was sitting at a stop sign. This freight hauler come whipping around there. And if I hadn't put the car in reverse and backed up 20 feet, he would have hit me. I mean, he didn't check up. With the trailer, he would have hit me with the damn, about halfway down the trailer. He didn't swing wide. He just dove right in there. Looked up, didn't have nobody behind me. From the run, here we go. Day, and don't get me wrong, it's still a beautiful day, but about an hour ago the edge of these clouds come through, and I mean the temperature jumped, but 3 or 4 minutes the humidity come up, the temperature come up. I was like, wow. I was looking around for a damn thunderstorm. or something. But anyway, it's 88 degrees on the dash, but feels like the humidity has settled down a bit. It just got uncomfortable for about 15-20 minutes. Anyway, this is a short trip to the racetrack, and excuse me, at some point during the afternoon we'll stroll over and do the last installment of the truck driving challenge for this season. Back there. Some point when I get around to retiring, I think I'm going to have me a little hobby slash business, and not so much restoring those things, but buying and selling, and buy a crapped out piece of shit raise it up where it's a 100% functional, not necessarily, yeah, I mean, how can I put it in? Yeah, just lift it up out of the dirt, be able to sit it on the table and say, hey, here's a perfectly good truck for sale. At least keep me busy, you know? The heck with it. We're gonna run up to the 70 and get some lunch. I had me a fair dinner last night. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm one of those guys, I don't eat on a schedule. I just eat when I'm hungry. I had me a big old sandwich last night. Usually that'll keep me, that'll keep me for a good day sometimes. This is a little town of China Grove, North Carolina. Oh, here we go. The texts are going to start blowing up. Sale. Thunderbird. Always like that body style. I'll tell you what, if anybody's got one of those that's all crapped out, I'm thinking about building a Lemons car. That would be an awesome Lemons car. Have a lot of fun with that. If y'all want to have some fun watching YouTube, just search Lemons Racing. Okay, it's become a pretty popular pastime for folks that aren't necessarily racers. And I'm thinking about dipping my toe in it. What did I say? I was going to go get some groceries. Alright. Let's run up to the Loves. See if we can get in there. Actually, you know what? There's a Bojangles over at the damn Pilot. Although biscuits ain't going. You know what? The heck with it. I ain't that hungry. Just ain't that hungry yet. I don't feel like messing with them truck stops. Alright, here we go. Diving into the damn roundabout. God, why are you stupid? Lost okay, and the U-turn is set up where, you know, the bar that you pull up to at the intersection, on a conventional intersection. Okay, well that bar, because it's a U-turn, is set up parallel with the center line of the roads, and these two idiots are sitting there not committed to the bar. we got Dover next week, I think. Oh, yeah. Then, God, what's after that? Kansas? Season's getting short again. 45 headed south. Jumped on it. It's like exit 68. We're down to 54 now. It's I believe that's Kannapolis Parkway / George Lyles. George Lyles, Kannapolis Parkway, something like that. It's one of Bruton's roads. Used to just be a little 2-lane cow path, and over the course of time, there are several roads that have, how can I put it, they were prematurely over improved. Okay, essentially due to the location of the racetrack and their proximity and such, and essentially they were building 4-lane highways to nowhere, and once they got those laid down, you know, the apartment houses and the shopping centers and all that stuff started popping up. But the locals, they call it the egress and etc. Anyway, we're going to get off at exit 49 up here. And if y'all have never been here, exit 49 is the Concord Mills Mall exit. It's one of those Mall of America monsters. You can step inside that mall and then make a lap around the mall, and it's 1 mile inside. So it's a big mall. Been a long time since I've been there though. They got the Bass Pro Shop. They got the, well, I tell you what, they got one restaurant in the parking lot, Razoo's, which is a Cajun themed restaurant. And you ain't got to tell me twice if you want to go there. That's a good place to eat. Right, so this is the Z-Max Dragway, which is part of the Charlotte Speedway complex. What's going on here? Oh, don't tell me. Yeah, okay. No. Alright. Gate's not open, and we got a damn human traffic cone here. How you screwing up my life here now?
What you got? You got Xfinity?
Cup.
Cup? Alright, you're gonna go to the right, the other side of Z-Max through gate 2.
I'm listening, but I'm not familiar.
Register. Okay,
Yeah.
so make it right here. Right on the other side of this building.
Right.
You're gonna see gate 2. There's a red Dodge Ram sitting out there. Just go through that gate. You'll see all the other haulers lined up.
Okay, that's not on the drag strip, is it?
No, it's on the
other
it's
side?
on the east side of it.
Okay.
So, all right.
You know about the truck driving competition?
I don't. Another driver asked about it, and I don't know.
They usually do it here.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know where it's going at.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone else was.
Yeah.
I said all the drivers,
Okay.
all the hauler drivers are in there. So.
Why are they changing all this? There's 40 acres over there. You can get 120 trucks in there.
I don't know. I just work here.
Yep. All right. Thank you. Never fails. Just about the time everything is just doing well, they gotta change shit up. And I will almost guarantee you there's a dirt lot back here. Gate 2, he says. Gate 2. Where the hell is gate 2? Alright, now I see something going on. He got me shit. Another one's going to try and screw my life.
Right beside the other truck out there. This truck, hang on 1 second. Right beside 18.
Why? Alright.
Maybe they'll move you.
I don't have. Where am I on the list here? Anybody on this number? Alright, whatever. Whatever. Please forgive me. I just, all of a sudden, I'm not in a good mood. Oh, those guys are real good truck drivers. We can put them in a smaller place and then not use that big space for nothing. Alright. Yeah. Here we are. So eventually we're gonna follow the 24 in. And I need to check my text messages for just a second and see what my next move is, because I have a feeling those text messages that were blowing up earlier are probably something that'll help me. They have totally rerouted my flow. I've got to find somebody to freaking vent on. I'll be back in a minute. Maybe 5. had to, we're going to start using a different wash company simply because I've tried reaching out to Early and he hasn't responded in quite a while. So I just made contact with the new one, and we'll start using them next week. I'm sure y'all can see the hood there. We got some water spots there. I rinsed the dust off the truck last night. It don't look too bad. So here, let's interact for a little while. Give me a second here. I'll turn. Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Turn the screen up so I can see better. All right. Let me scroll back a little bit. Steven's sister Curtis is either eating or in the hot tub. Yeah, 10-4 on that. Let me look at the track schedule. If there's any track activity today, he might actually be here already, but I doubt it. Today is Thursday and no track activity. So no, Curtis is not here. If there's track activity, that would be an opportunity for him to be sniffing around for tires, but no track activity, he's not here. Okay, so A, he's either eating, or B, he's in the hot tub watching a John Wayne movie on the phone. Alright. Blue Bloods, Charlotte Motor Speedway is just north of Charlotte, North Carolina. It is actually in the municipality of Concord, North Carolina. It's, if you look on the map, there's two big interstates that intersect in Charlotte. And then there's a loop. Okay, so you got 77 and 85 that intersect in Charlotte, and then there's a loop around Charlotte, which is 485. If you look at 12 o'clock on that loop, you'll find the racetrack. Frank Sherrick, hello. Run and Gun, hello. Tech and Gaming. Tech and Gaming, yeah, he's probably doing all of it. Large Southern Loads. Yeah, it's getting old, but I'll be honest with you. The 90s are much better than white crap falling out of the sky. Okay, that's my opinion. And you got to understand, I grew up in Daytona. Okay, snow is not, how can I put it? I'm surrounded by people who run from it. So why in the hell should I be looking forward to it? Let's see. New Hampshire Bent Needle, hello. Which idea is good? I had an idea. I don't remember what it was. Doug Contra, hello. Oh, where is Stenhouse Jr. going? Oh, now we're going to speculate about that. All right. Recky Spinhouse. That's a good one. Dale Lewis, hello. Run and Gun, we decided not to. We're going to get some groceries, but we'll be good. How can I put it? Like I said, I generally, I don't eat just because it's time to eat. I eat when I'm hungry. and sometimes I'll even say, well, when and what was the last thing I had? Like I said, I had a big old sandwich at 1 o'clock this morning, so I'm still doing good. Let's see, Real Fan Productions talking about Stenhouse, I guess. Robert Eisen, hello. OFC Canada, Ricky Bobby, oh Lord. And Blue Bloods, not sure who's going to be in the 95 yet, although y'all got to understand, I do not follow any of this NASCAR media. You got to understand that. I'm too damn busy trying to make a living. So anyway, and I haven't heard any rumors as to such yet. Although I do know that Matt D is going to the 21, which is freaking awesome for him. Okay. I'm going to tell you that 21 number, those the Wood Brothers team. Okay, there's a lot of heritage. There's a lot of there's just a lot. Yeah, I mean, Matt DiBenedetto is going to be the next David Pearson. He's going to be the next Cale Yarborough. Look back at who all's driven that 21 car. And then once you see who's driven it, compare that to the championships they eventually have had. If not in the 21, in other cars. At 21, if it's not worth a championship, it's worth an awesome freaking ride anyway. That's one of the cool things about my job is I get to breathe the same air as these people. That's just awesome. All right. 10-4 on that bent needle. You just eat when you're hungry. 10-4, right? Alright, and Doug Contra says Chris Bell's going to be in the 95. 10-4. Alright, 10-4 on the processed food there. Josh, the bassist. Yeah, well, the route we took and the fact, anytime you're dealing with a big truck, you're not going to, how can I put it? You get on the computer and the computer tells you, oh, it's only so much time from A to B. Well, you take that time and multiply it by about 1.2 and sometimes 1.3 or 4, depending on, because this thing don't accelerate. It don't, time can be different in a big truck. And like I said, I adjusted my route just to keep the damn trailer out of the trees. So, Doug Contra, Tyler Reddick in the 8, 10-4, okay. Asman 30, yeah. Subway's a good one too, yeah. And 48 Rail Fan Production, yeah. 10-4 on the road work everywhere. But listen, you gotta, folks, if it wasn't for that road work, we would not have these pretty roads we got. Okay? And so you got to be patient and respect them folks. They're working hard to give us what we have, All right, Ronnie Blanton, hello, good morning. All right, Ronnie Blanton's been to Brock Beard's place there And yeah, he does a pretty good job. He makes some good videos, and he's trying to do the live feed thing. Okay, and the only problem with that is he does his live feeds right after the race, and so I don't have time to watch and participate. And but he's just trying to get that off the ground, and I have no problems with y'all. Well, how can I put it? Dude, when you're watching TV, you got the remote in your hand, you're going to change channels. Okay, if you want to go in and out, back and forth between the two, that's awesome. Step into Brock and chime in with him. But do me a favor and mention me while you're there. Okay, just like I'm mentioning him. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to help folks build stuff up. Alright. Let's see. Believe it or not, Curtis, look, if you go to Subway with Curtis, he's going to get a big old tuna sandwich. Alright, I don't think he has any issues with Subway. Jeff Giordano, yeah, 10-4 on that, Jeff. Only thing, Jeff, is you don't say much else. That's all I ever see out of you. And don't get me wrong, welcome. I appreciate you being here, but chime in, have a conversation, all right? All right, Frank Sherrick, hello. Truex, all right, Truex, all right. Talladega, then Kansas. Okay, so Dover, Talladega, Kansas. Oh, wait a minute, well, yeah, see, what it is me and Mr. Mason have a system involving a black envelope, and I do keep a schedule in that envelope. Well, I submit the envelope at the end of each trip, and then right before I leave, he gives me the envelope back. And there is an annual schedule. Alright, so alright. Oh my God, I can cover the rest of the races with my thumb almost. So Dover, Talladega, Kansas, Martinsville, Texas, Phoenix, Homestead. Wow. It's going to be over quick. Damn it. Alright, let's see. Blue Bloods. Is Charlotte Motor Speedway, Dover, the Alabama? Blue Bloods. Is Charlotte Motor Speedway, Dover, the Alabama? Blue Bloods. I think your nouns and pronouns and what are the other ones? I'm not catching what you're laying down there. Is Charlotte, Dover, the Alabama? Okay, so alright, so I see on my list here Charlotte, Dover, Talladega. Alright, so yeah, okay, I see where you're going there. Alright. Brandon Gray, hello. Tech and Gaming, hello. Alright, Frank Sherrick, yeah. 10-4 on those guys. I found one a couple of nights ago. Travis Pastrana and a couple of his guys entered a Chevrolet El Camino, and Travis's wife drove it, and the whole concept of that deal just looks like fun. Okay, and how can I put it? It's Well, now I'm going to be honest with it. Even though they're talking about $500 cars, it's going to cost a lot more than $500 to get out there and race. All right, it's that's the initial purchase of the car, and then after that, you've got to build a roll cage. You've got to have a fuel cell. You've got to have properly dated seat belts. And it's real easy. It's real easy to get $5 or $6 grand into that race car, just in safety devices. Okay, so don't go out buying a car and expect that you're going to go race, because you got to build a car. All right, but once you get that car built, it looks like a lot of fun. All right, so yeah, Frank Sherrick. They also they've got a website, and it is 24lemonsracing.com. Okay, and they've got all sorts of forums on there. Okay, and there's actually a spot on there where teams are looking for drivers. Okay, quite literally. You can go on there and find somebody that is looking for help. Okay, and I've actually been in contact with a gentleman that's in Louisiana somewhere. But as I've been rooting around, I found that there are several guys. Well, and I was expecting several guys around here, and so I'd much rather find somebody close by here so that I could actually help before we get to the racetrack. Oh boy, in Louisiana, he's talking about just meet me at Road Atlanta in December. And anyway, let's see. Chris Cadet, hello. David, oh, too bright outside. David Gontier, hello. Anthony Ebert, hello. And good morning to you. Timmy Watkins. Timmy, okay, it's a question of when you go on duty and when you start driving. Okay, when you go on duty, you have a 14-hour window of opportunity to drive 11 hours. Okay, now during that 14-hour window of opportunity, there's a 2-hour window, if I'm not mistaken, where you have to take a half-hour break between like 6 and 8 hours. When you reach 8 hours, you are absolutely obligated to take that break, otherwise you're in violation of all the rules. Okay, so what that means is, even though you've got a 14-hour window, you actually, because of that half-hour break, only have 13 hours or 13 and a half hours to drive your total of 11. All right, and now for some reason this guy's getting ready to step out here and okay, all right. Oh, here he comes. All right, the guy. Oh, he's just going to take a picture. Very good, very good. All right, don't come over here and mess with me. All right, so 48 rail fan. Yeah, there you go, 48. Yep. All right, red Dodge Ram, got it. Yep, we're already at the track, Gauge Man, Tech and Gaming. All right. When's parking is 4, yeah, about 4 p.m. Although, because there's no track activity, we're prone to parking early. Okay, so it may happen sooner than that. Let's see, it's 1:30. Okay, so Gage man, we're probably going to end this one shortly and start another one. All right, there's Brandon stating that. All right. Gage, if you're in school, you shouldn't be watching this. All right. That's the only reason I can think you've got your damn volume turned down. Okay. So, and yeah, please don't be watching this if you're in school. All right. Gage, man, you've been here long enough. You're in Mooresville. Alright, there's Sherrick. Yep, Performance Road. Bill, we'll just go home tonight. Let's see, right now, okay, my car is at the shop in Mooresville. We get parked. I've got help coming to help me unload. We get all unloaded, it's set up. We're gonna get in his car, and I'm gonna stop. We're gonna stop somewhere, and I'm gonna buy him dinner, and then he's gonna drop me off at the shop. And for the rest of the weekend, I'll just take my personal car until Sunday, and then Sunday morning, I'm gonna park at the shop. Somebody will meet me there and bring me here, and then when it's all said and done, I'll drive this back to the shop. Alright. Crash test Ricky. And Bill, a lot of these guys that are driving these cars are not employees or etc. A lot of these guys are actually paying to drive the car. Alright? So your question about who will hire crash test might not be anybody hiring him. He might have to pay to drive a car. And that is generally, I mean, it's not money out of their pocket. What it's going to be is they'll make an agreement where the percentage of the purse is whatever. There's all sorts of different agreements about how you can get your butt in a race car. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Matt DiBenedetto in that 21, I talked to his father last week, and unfortunately, I do not feel that I can share the details that he told me. Alright? But Matt DiBenedetto was blessed from on high. That's all I'm going to say about how he got in that 21. Alright. New Hampshire Bent Needle. Alright, is agreeing with me. I think that's about groceries. Alright, you be well as well there, New Hampshire. Robert Eason, hello. Good to see y'all here too. Roof Rate, good afternoon. Lenny, oh, it's too bright outside again. Lenny Corvosier, yes, I've seen you before. How you doing there, buddy? You're only here so you don't get fined? Okay. Bill signed yesterday. Oh, okay, 95. All right. Chris Paul. Michael Walter drove that car, the 21. Okay, well, there you go. All right. Yep. All right. And then, let's see, Jeff Giordano. I think y'all are talking about the Lemons deal, maybe. Queen Mary is haunted. Alright, Blue Bloods, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My phone is still lagging. Okay, well, actually, Bent Needle, what it is I'm scrolling down. I'm scrolling down the comments. So yeah, I'm well behind because I'm scrolling down the comments. So, Robert Dyson, all right, Ronnie Blanton. He's agreeing to something I said earlier. I'm not sure what. Let's see. But Tim Ford, thank you, sir. Bobby Farrell. Yeah, Tim Ford on that. Bobby, John Zaverl. Me and him had a brief contact last week. He was questioning equipment and such, and I told him to come visit. So we're looking forward to having him come talk tech stuff. And it's not like I'm large and in charge with the tech stuff. All right. I've got a damn GoPro. I've got to figure out how to get online, and the thing is what it really before if I'm gonna, okay, I can live stream with that GoPro, okay, which means I would have 2 cameras, and I got to, before I go, if I go mounting that GoPro outside the truck, I'd like to be able to toggle back and forth, and I haven't found that technology yet. So, yeah, it's probably a couple of keystrokes. I don't know. All right. Grodhouse. Well, yeah, it totally screws the damn world up. And well, I mean, it don't, but for some reason, there's just something un-American about bringing a road course car to Charlotte. It's the only. It's a totally different car. It's a totally, and we only have one previous race to base our notes on, and so, and they've made improvement, quote unquote, they've made improvements to the track. Okay, so, you know, there's no history to base the setup on, except for the one previous race. And so I don't think it makes that much more physical work, but it's really got a lot of guys scratching their heads and doing mental gymnastics. All right. New Hampshire, Bent Needle, Phoenix is the week prior to Homestead. It's the next to the last race. There's my brother. There's my brother Robert. Were you able to get that heater core situation figured out? Chris Paul, hello. There's Mom. Hello, Mom. Let's see. Randall Lilly, yeah. Well, essentially, okay, what it is right, we pull into the garage, and then we get as close as we can to unloading without unloading. And what it is until the last truck is parked, you don't want a lot of equipment scattered all over the place. All right, and so essentially, yes, NASCAR tells us when we can unload, but all we're really waiting on is that last truck to get parked. Okay, it's not like NASCAR says, okay, we're going to start parking at 4:30 and we're going to start unloading at 5:30. No, we're going to start parking at 4:30, and when the last truck is in its spot, then we'll unload. And sometimes there can be issues, and it's a group effort by everybody. And the only reason we don't open the trailers as soon as we park is because we can't be spreading the equipment out when there are other guys still trying to park. So essentially, we simply wait for the last guy to park, and then it's all every man for himself. Okay. And mom, I just got all over Gage Man for watching at school, and here you are at work. All right. Blue Blondes, Jimmy Johnson retiring. He's been threatening to do that for 6 years. Okay? It may not have been in the media, but it's been in the garage. Alright? He's been threatening to quit for 6 years. At least. David Henry, hello. Alright, 10-4 Robert. 10-4 on that. Alright, Matt, hello. Timmy Watkins, already answered that. And it's not a question. Here's the deal. Okay, you've got 3 points of time. You've got the time that you start your shift. You've got the time that you start driving. Okay? And then you've got 8 hours from the time you started your shift. And it's goofy, it's stupid, but yeah, I explained that all, and I spent about 5 minutes doing it, so you'll have to just rewind at some point. Jackson RC, hello. Green Bean 78, hello. DHIS, physical. Well, mental gymnastics. Mental gymnastics is what I was talking about. Okay, 10-4 on lunch hour, Mom. It is 1:42. No, 12:42 at the moment. Alright, yeah, 12:41. There you go, Brandon. Oh, look at me. I'm at the bottom of the list. Alright. So it's 1 o'clock. We're getting close to it. Oh. So here in about 5 minutes, we'll probably end the feed. And then I gotta walk half a mile to where they're doing the truck driving challenge, which was over in that other that first parking lot I tried to get in, which was traditionally where we do this usually. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I have never parked on this side of this deal. And yeah, I don't know why. I don't understand why we're not where we usually are. Green Bean 78. Yeah, thank you. I could use it. It would seem. You know, for what it matters though, it totally, well, over the course of time, I'm getting more familiar with the truck. And I guess I'm trying to make excuses, which yeah. One of these days, that, you know, every once in a while you get lucky. Oh. All right, thank you, Matt. And then Speed Demon 76. Yeah, everybody, let's pray for Speed Demon's family there. His Uncle Tim passed away. Sorry to hear that, Speed Demon. Frank Sherrick, my overall ranking, no, I do not know. And I finished 8th last week, I think, or last go round, I think. Blue Blood's probably going to be about 3 o'clock, I think, or 3:30. All right, Robert, be careful now. That cooling system, when it's hot, it's got pressure. You really need, get you a fan or something, blow on that radiator for a little while before you go popping that thing open. Daniel Reese, the racetrack is, let me see if I can get, is that way about 3/8 of a mile. Okay, do you see that crescent-shaped fence right there behind that other fence? Okay, that is actually turn 3 of the Charlotte dirt track. Okay, the dirt track is right against Highway 29, and the Charlotte Super Speedway is on the other side of Highway 29. And we are actually in the parking lot of the drag strip. The drag strip grandstands are right behind us, and this is all Speedway property. And we will actually proceed from here, and there's an underpass to the left here that goes under Highway 29. We'll never end up on public roads again this weekend. So anyway, yeah. Daniel Reese, hello. Frank Sherrick, yeah, possibly. Speed Demon 70. Tim 4 Speed Demon, thank you very much, and we're all praying for you, buddy. Blue Bloods, it's not so much a parade as we just get in our proper order and drive across the property. And there will be, there's usually fans out, but it's not like we're on the public roads with the big parties like at Darlington or Darlington and Vegas. There's no big huge party about this one. Now during the All-Star weekend, see, we parked in the middle of Concord and then dragged these things all through the damn subdivisions of Concord, and that's a big party. But this weekend, no, we're just essentially gonna leave from this spot and drive about 3/4 of a mile and park the truck. Although it's going to take us an hour and a half to do that, probably. All right. Blue Bloods, like I said, it not so much parade as just doing our job. And with that, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end this one. And everybody, let's be thinking about Aaron, who's in the hospital. Let's be thinking about Speed Demon 76 and anybody else that needs prayer. We just need to be lifting them up, all right? So let's everybody be good to each other. Let's all be blessed. And let's all have a better tomorrow. In 3, 2, 1.